Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles for teaching us the truth of this Bible. And shalom to you, I keep pushing this truth with the hopes of being saved from this upcoming destruction. So the Spirit wants to start off with this article. It says, are we edging closer to a microchip future? And if you've been blessed with the secrets of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the gift to see what times that we're living in, that we're at the very end of Esau's rulership. You're been set up to be a watchman. You can clearly see that's exactly the time that we're in, But this article titles it as if that the future is kind of a long ways to go, when we don't have that much longer to go in this place. The microchip future is right now. You have people that some dudes that came up to the LA camp like a few years ago, pretty much giving their testimony that to be in the military that you have to receive the chip, and they pretty much had one or two of them in them, So you got people right here, you got people right here, right now at this time with RFID chips already implanted in them, So this is right now, man, But it says, while many people are afraid of a move towards invasive technology, perhaps any downside risks with the use of microchip implants is far less scary than currently perceived. Such things as genetic modification or implants that interact with the human body, it's like with the human brain, cyborg style, fill many people with fear. Esau been pressing that stuff out for years. In the video games, the movies, you had RoboCop. You had with the video games you had what, Cyrex, Sector, and Smoke. Already getting people's minds, already just like used to this type of stuff. It says it could be argued that this may be real or perceived. Whichever way you look at it, there's no doubt that the implications for society are far reaching in those instances. Therefore, it makes sense that any moves in that direction should be painstakingly slow. So it says, therefore, it makes sense that any moves in that direction should be painstakingly slow. No, scriptures say that the Most High is speeding up time for his elect's sake. Like I said, if we, us watching these times, we see more and more articles coming out on the mark of the beast. It's like on the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, located in Revelations 13 and the scriptures. So we understand, having an understanding that no, that's not going to be somewhere 10, 20 years down the line. This is happening right now. Esau is getting ready. He's already, making his moves. He's already making moves on shutting down this internet. He's clamping down on the internet, clamping down mostly on YouTube, because of this truth. He's trying to stop this truth from getting out there, which means that the elect, is pretty much already sealed. Because the elect need this truth, because knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, to get through this destruction, So, it says, therefore it makes sense that any moves in that direction should be painstakingly slow, However, when it comes to an implant that doesn't interact directly with the body, is the consideration of risk versus reward much more straightforward? Let's get this. Because This is Revelations 13:16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, as in the word mark. The word mark in the Greek is charagma. You know, which Elder Tahor has deemed it for 2019 the year of charagma. And what have we been seeing this whole year? You know, nothing, just more and more prophecies and more, you know, articles on the RFID chip. You know, like probably last year it was probably like maybe a few would come out every few weeks, but now it's starting to come out maybe 2 or 3 a week. But it says so, and he calls it all, both small and great, and rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, so mark in the Greek is charagma. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right. No, Salakia. It says a stamp or an printed mark. So it says so he calls it all. All is going to be tempted with this chip, man. You know, all of us are going to be tested. All of us, the from the homeless, you know, to your sports owners, you know, but you know, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads, you know, they always say, you know, that that this chip is smaller than a grain of rice. You know, what else? If this not the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, what else can fit? What else is the small of a grain of rice? You know, that can fit into your hand. You know, and we already see people getting these chips. There's countless videos of people taking this chip. You know, just talking to somebody the other day. They're pretty much saying that Esau is going to you know, trying to get the cashless society by using the credit cards. You know, but I was telling that person, like, what is he doing with the credit cards? You know, what has he been doing with the credit cards the last few years? Putting the RFID chip in. You know, you can't there's barely any stores you can actually slide your card anymore. You know, every store pretty much you gotta put your chip in. You know, but it says let me see slot. Is Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know, so they're going to pretty much force this chip upon everyone. You know, anybody who's not going to take this chip, you know, they're going to put to death with the guillotine. You know, torture in the concentration camp. Whoever is not going to take it, you know, Esau is basically going to put them to death. You know, we know in this truth that death is precious. Death of you know, death in the sight of Yahweh Shai, you know, of his saints, you know, is precious unto him. You know, not quoting let me get that. Stop playing. Okay, so it's Psalms 116:15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. You know? So we understand that if we have to do that, you know, we have to get put to death for not taking that RFID chip, you know, that the Most High will put his spirit on us, Lord willing, to be able to take that, you know. Indeed, if we're willing, if we are of the elect, he'll put the spirit on us to be able to take that, you know. That's why scriptures say to fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, and to basically strive for truth unto death, you know. If we want us to receive that crown of life, it says this Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, you know. So nobody's going to be able, nobody from the smallest to the greatest, you know. Your money, your paper dollars, whatever, man, it's not going to get you anything in that day, you know. But you know, but pretty much, you know, the only people who is going to actually, you know, have a shot of getting out of this, you know, is the elect. You know, that's why we push this word to try to be saved from this, man. You know, you see all hell's breaking loose out here, and things are just getting worse. Now is the time to cleave to Yahweh Shem Yoshai, you know, so he can save us out of whatever we gotta be put up to, you know, whatever we're gonna be tested with in that day. Like the scripture says that because I have kept the words of my patience, that will also keep you from the hour of temptation. That's ultimately what we want, you know. So if you take that chip, man, it's gonna be bad. Let's see. This is Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. You know, so you, if whoever of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans take that RFID chip, you're gonna be punished with fire and brimstone, man, which is these 200 million missiles that are gonna be shot over here, man. You know, ultimately you want to be saved out of that. Ultimately, you don't want to end up taking that, man, because that's like the worst way to go out, you know, other than famine, you know. So you just right now is the time, man. Seek ye the Lord, you know. Seek Yahweh Shem Yoshai, you know. Put not off from day to day, you know, and just try to endure, man, because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to receive that, you know. I want to say the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yoshai for putting the Holy Spirit through a call Kodash on me to do this lesson that will honor us for elders and apostles for teaching us the truth through his Bible. Shalom to all you walking pushing this truth with hopes to be safe from the coming destruction. Shalom.